Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about market predictions, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description where you can find Coach's education platform. Enjoy guys.
Coach, I was told that the volatility, when the VIX spikes, it creates a fuel for the market to go up. Is that true, or can you explain that?
Creates a fuel for the market to go up? I don't know about that. That sounds like someone saying that when it goes down, it's going to snap back. Maybe it's coming down here and consolidating, and it's going to make another rush down. I have no idea, Brian. I have in the past come up with all kinds of theories like that, right? I used to work with this one guy who fashioned his entire strategy around overbought, oversold, and that the increasing buying or the increasing selling pressure gets to a certain point where it must then reverse. It's total bullshit. That's what we're all taught too, is overbought, oversold, as if it means something. You could do pretty intense studies and looking at order flow and the number of buyers and sellers and their relative strength and the size of their trades and so forth, and see trends inside of order flow. But you can't see that in a more simplistic indicator like an oscillator, because markets will stay overbought or stay oversold for a long time. Yet people want to say that when you get overbought, then you sell. When you get oversold, you buy. But that doesn't work so well if it stays there, which often happens. There's no one narrative or one story or one explanation for all of this that's going to explain how the market behaves. And you can believe one of them and go with it, and you'll be right a few times, but you're going to be wrong more often than not.
Ernie, like if at the VIX, when we hit that all-time high a couple of weeks ago on that Monday, it went to 87 or whatever, and we had the crush in volatility, and it collapsed. And as it collapsed, the market shot up and made these and got us right to where we are today. And that's what the guy was saying. That was fuel. That was fuel for that to happen.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't go down as much as it did. I've never seen it go down that fast in that short of a period of time, that much. So that's a unique situation. I don't know how you build a strategy around it. A unique situation.
Let's say here the coin term, when the VIX is high, it's time to buy.
About that either. I don't know about that either, because I've seen the VIX high and then drop and the market still goes down.
Yeah, but if you look at the all-time highs of the VIX historically, they tell you where the bottoms are, right?
So just develop the strategy for me. Tell me when's the best time to buy and when's the best time to sell based on the VIX. I don't think that you can do it. It sounds perfectly plausible, especially when you look at it in the hindsight and everything, but who's doing it? Who's making those decisions? Sure, there are some pro traders out there that may have a strategy that captures the biggest part of the move, but you would think that it would be something easy to implement, but it's not. You look at that move that happened on, I guess it was August 2nd. First of all, you couldn't buy when it moved up that fast. There was no liquidity. And by the time it moved down, you didn't know. Everyone was still like shitting their pants, and they were saying the sky is falling, and they're thinking it's going to continue blasting up, but then it just kept on going down. As opposed to back in the pandemic crash, it took at least a couple of weeks before it came down to even just half of its total rise in volatility. And then it stayed high and then surged a few more times after that. This didn't do that. This went straight up, straight down within a day and a half. Show me another time where that's happened. If it happens once out of thousands and thousands of times, how do you develop a strategy around that?
So is there any way to tell whether the market stays where it's at or whether we're going to recover? You were saying earlier we might come back.
Yeah, I said we might. I have no idea. There are all of these big moves are typically characterized as black swan events. What are the characteristics of a black swan event? First of all, it's way bigger than anybody thought could be possible, and nobody saw it coming. Yet after the fact, they can all look back at it and then come up with some rational explanation why it happened. Those are the characteristics, which means that nobody's going to see it coming. They can't explain why it went up that far, but looking back, then they can explain. That's the nature of the markets. You can't tell that it's going to happen. It happens, and then it goes to an extent that nobody thought was possible, and then everybody looks back at it and says it's obvious.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button below. If there's any questions that you might have for Coach Ernie, make sure you leave them in the comment section. Thanks guys.